Barrel rolls is the reporter thrown into the secretive world of the Forex Super Model, where nothing is as it seems. Beware the techno-monk, and steer clear of Professor Code and his two assistants. Give the senior trader a wide berth, and don't expect any sense from the risk manager.
Good morning, I'm Professor Code and this is the Forex Super Model daily briefing for Friday the 8th of January 2021. The time is just coming up to 0500 GMT in the morning. Asian session coming to a close, European session just kicking off, and our lunchtime is the North American session. So let's make a start. It's written up to save a bit of time. Yesterday then, which was Thursday the 7th of January, we had a positive opposed driver in the dollar at plus 174, and then we had front and back door flows going back the way, negative flows, primarily coming out of the yen. And we'll talk about, but basically this was a risk on equity transmission, but we'll talk about that in a bit. And that was on activity of plus or minus 20, excuse me again, plus or minus 203. Right, intra-week, so these are the flows that have happened from Monday opening, which was the 4th of January. So they're at their most relevant now because we're on Friday. And what have we got here? We've got a positive opposed driver in the euro. It's opposed by the dollar, which is the positive rock. And so we've got front and back door flows again going quite equally out of the yen and out of the pound. Now, this was on that activity of plus or minus 354. So that's that. And finally, we've got intraday flows, which are happened so far today from Friday's opening, and we've got a positive opposed driver in the dollar at plus 23. It's opposed by the yen, which is the positive rock, and we've got front and back door flows predominantly coming out of the euro complex at minus 20. And a little bit out of the pound. So, and this was on activity of plus or minus 25. Right. So, what's going to knock this around? Well, quite obviously, this is a Friday. It's a non-farm payroll Friday. In the past, non-farm payrolls have been relatively less aggressive in terms of knocking the market around. But we feel that this is going to change slightly. Non-farm payrolls used to be a major event in the forex markets, as I say, not so much recently, but we feel they're going to come back again. Anyway, so looking to next week slightly, you've got tier 1 dollar data punching through in the first couple of days. So that's the backdrop of where we were, where we are, and where we're going. So let's make some sense of it. So yesterday, I mean, all these are opposed positive drivers. Yesterday, the dollar was actually driving the market, but only just. The yen was at minus 171, and the dollar just pipped it at plus 174. So the yen was very weak, but the dollar was just that little bit stronger. And the euro and the pound were fairly static. Euro slight weakness and pound slight strength. Over the week, this situation is interesting because yesterday, intra-week, if you remember, the euro was the unopposed positive driver. And we said that when something is the unopposed positive driver, it's quite likely to be a near-term top, or it could be the start of a ramp up. In this case, we believe this is a near-term top, and actually, if you look at the euro in terms of the intra-week flows, the euro has come whilst it's still positively driving, it's opposed now whereas yesterday it was unopposed. So we've had a fall off in the euro complex and a major drop in the yen and the pound. So right, let's think what's going to happen in terms of trading today. So we've got what have we got? We believe that the euro complex is at a near-term peak and has dropped. The dollar is likely to gain a little bit in terms of complex. The yen is still going to be soft, and that leaves the pound, which we believe is going to have a slight bounce. So they're the complex situations. If you remember yesterday, we suggested that gold was going to have a tough time, and gold has dropped off. Equities have been pumped. The yen has been weakened off the back of this transmission primarily. Oil is pumping up. So normally when you get oil and gold opposites, it's a slightly different situation. Oil's still on the rise, gold is dropping, so you've got a slight conflict there. But generally, that's what's been happening in the markets. So you've got equities still looking very buoyant. This is likely to not be favourable to gold. The dollar is likely to gain a little bit, small bid, but overall the best place now, enough of this in and out, the best place to be today, we believe, is long euro dollar, sorry, short euro dollar, get it right, short euro dollar. So if I've got some space here, so euro dollar off the back of a falling euro, which is the complex has peaked in our view, and the dollar is likely to gain a little bit. So and looking at the positional situation on the euro dollar, that is the most likely winner today, if you like. We still think the pound New Zealand is going to weaken, and the euro yen has obviously has been pumped up, but obviously now you're going to get this situation of the euro complex dropping, but the yen's probably going to be dropping as well. So it's a double drop, if you like. So who's the weakest? Your guess is as good as mine. So, but to sum up then, short euro dollar is likely to be the way to go. Hope that helped. See you for the weekly review, and if not, Monday morning. Thank you very much.